Hi guys, Khalid from Cricket Fanatics magazine here, and welcome to the Square-Leg Gully, the live show which flirts with the truth, facts, fiction, and incredible stories in the magnificent game of cricket. Now, I've got two special guests that I want to bring to you. And first up, in the blue corner, we've got for you. We've got Mr. Joey Rasdien in the show, guys, in the house.
That's one of my favorite music songs. Ah!
I just thought we could surprise you a little bit with one of your favorite songs.
That's one of my favorite songs. How did you know that, Khalid? Yeah. That's a
That's a wild guess.
For those people that know will know. That's why I even have the hat on and stuff and everything. Yes. How are you doing, Khalid? You're right.
I'm good, thanks to you, man. I'm really excited for this new show. To the guys that are joining in the comment section, guys, please remember, put your comments in the comment section below, and later on we will answer them. But first of all, I need to introduce you to my next guest in the red corner, and of course, none other than Mr. Zaahier Adams.
Boys. Joey, looking smart, fella. Looking smart, man. Even you.
Why does he get that? That's a pop number, though. That's an Australian number. It's a pop number.
Bro, how can that be a pop number, bro? That is the bit that you grew up listening to that. If you watch cricket, that was the first video I've ever watched international cricket. Channel 9. I don't have a base blazer like Richie Beno in a side path. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, that would have been me. But you, Tony Greg, there with your hat. I went with Fiber Points.
Oh, is that what?
Channel 9, yeah. That base blazer wasn't looking there. The Richie Beno look and the side path. No.
He's white. He's white.
Okay, true.
I'm Tony.
You Tony Cozy. Okay. You see, that's
you was a white
outfit.
Yes.
This outfit you see this is cricket. This is me cricket. But there was one thing that when we start the show, my daddy told me, Puta Yusuf Cox Adams, he told me, if you can't be a cricketer, look like a cricketer. So that's what I'm trying tonight. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're trying. We're looking like a cricketer.
Yes, I'm looking like a cricket presenter. I always wanted to be a cricket presenter. I thought no, this Square-Leg Gully show is a quite. For the people that don't know at home, Square-Leg Gully is a fielding position that is right next to the square leg umpire that is parallel to the gully and perpendicular to the crease. So when Michael Holding and Joe Garner, when they were playing, they had like 7 slips. They couldn't put the other slips. Dennis Lilly put all the guys in a slip couldn't. But because of that bounce, Joe Garner wanted a square leg gully. So it's not a leg slip and it's not a leg gully. It's more squarer. It's like behind the guy that's under the helmet, the short leg. But it's not the short leg because it's behind, yeah.
Joey, but most of the people watching the show go to that. They don't do math at that level, man. You know what I'm saying now. So to explain that perpendicular angle there, your point of reference? Explain that point of reference there again.
No, it's a fielding position. If you know the oval and you know where's the off stump, the leg stump, the middle stump, and if you know where is the bowler bowling from, and you know where's the square leg umpire, if it's a right hand batsman, then you will understand that the square leg gully is there, just behind square on the leg side.
Okay, got it. We got it. Got it.
Yes.
Square-Leg Gully, a position invented by Joey Rasdien.
I think it is. So, guys, I don't know if you want to get into something that we need to talk about over here, because I don't know myself. I'm still trying to figure it out and draw the diagrams of where the Square-Leg Gully is. But to you guys out in the comments, let us know what you think about that. But let's go into the histories of both of you. I want to know more about you guys. I think the fans also want to know more about you guys.
Yes, there's people. I think there's people watching me now on YouTube, and they're calling me to make sure that it is live. So yes, I think that's what's happening. Auntie Jane, I'm on the YouTube.
Joey, but before we talk about your cricket history, you smoking an inchie. How much did that cost you? In lockdown, that is 100 rand. That's what I want to know.
No,
that is like a Cuban cigar you smoking there, boss. Tell me about that. How much did that cost you?
Let's not speak about that. Let's just say it was more expensive than Tuk. So let's not go there.
Okay. Joey,
there was, because today they were speaking about is it legal or is it not legal, the cigarette ban in lockdown in level 3 and level 4. So tomorrow the government laid their case out today and they were speaking lots of nonsense. And then tomorrow we'll hear now. So we'll hear, because they used stuff from 1990 and they made up stuff that the statistics was from the Human Rights Commission, and the Human Rights Commission is like, we didn't even do a thing like this. Why are you telling us?
No. Joey, come back to us. Come back, Joey.
Why do you have that clothing on? Why?
There's a song.
Whoa.
Everybody who's listening to the show, every time that song plays, that's when Joey is just talking too much. We know what, right? Every time that song plays, that is what happens. We will play that song. That's to keep Joey in check.
The people, you shouldn't have told the people, and the people would have realized it.
Yeah, I think they would have realized that as a show with the law.
Joe,
why are you wearing that hat?
I want to know about you first. Let's talk about you first. We want to talk about you. Joe, I know you as a comedian, a stand-up comedian who gets into a lot of trouble, an actor, materials even on Netflix these days. That's how big our guy is that we got today. It's on Netflix. You go on Netflix and there he is with his good friend Riyad Bosa. But what people don't know is that blazer that you're wearing is actually a Transvaal cricket blazer. So tell us about your cricket career. I want to know but the one thing I also know is that you played with a former Protea, who was quite an interesting guy. He got into a little bit of trouble later in his life, but I want you to tell us about him.
Well, I didn't play specifically with him. I think he was a bit younger. I played maybe 1 or 2
Who are we
games.
talking about, Joey? Who are we talking about?
I don't know. Wait, I just want to come back to, you see, this tie is 28 years old. It was the tie when I made it.
That's older than Khalid. You know that, right? That is older than him. That tie was born before Khalid.
Yes, it was. You can't, because the colors still look nice, because I look after this tie, because it's like one of my prized possessions. This is the tie I wore. The first tournament I ever played for that time, the colored schools, Transvaal colored schools, because that time it was not one, it was 2 different, SACP and SACCOS, and then it was before UCB. And then we played a tournament in PE, and this is what the tie they gave us. And that tournament in PE, we played against Garnet Kruger and Charles Langeveld, and they were in that tournament as well. That was back in the day. This is a Transvaal League cricket. So when you play in a Premier League here in Transvaal, and that time, and then we were almost not so, we weren't really bad, but because we couldn't make the main Transvaal team. So you only make a Transvaal B team or you make a league cricket team. So even if you score 1,000 runs in a season, then you'll make the league team. You won't make the main team. So this was the league cricket team. So yeah, so I couldn't play there. But then I made primary schools, and that was back in the day. But I come from a good cricketing family. Like I'm blessed to be able to say that we are one of the founders. The Rasdiens is one of the founders of the cricket club called Ottomans. Yes. So yeah, we have Ottomans in Johannesburg.
Ottomans here in Cape Town.
We have Ottomans in Cape Town. Yes.
Okay.
So my great grandpeople. founded that. So yeah, cricket was always my first love.
But Joey, tell us about that guy, man. That guy. You know what guy? Tell us about that guy.
No, let's not speak about that guy, man. All I can say is he's because of COVID-19, he's out of prison now.
So can I say his name? Can I say his name? Joey, I think what everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know. This is what everybody wants to know. When you were lighting, right? Did he also say, Joey, if you score less than 20, I'm buying you a Poloni special Aquawise? Is that what happened? Is that what Gulam Baudi told you?
Yeah, Gulam Baudi was more like, do you know Yasin and you know Tabara? Because he comes from
Because we had guys that if you score more than 20, you get a Gatsby by Anisas. That's how we used to play. Not less than 20. So I don't know, did it work differently in Joburg?
Yeah, because we had a team called Gladiators and Ottomans Jr., Uncle Buddy, Fredericks, Imam Akhi Ali Fredericks' son was our coach. And we were like unbeatable. The only guys that gave us a run was Kosi and Ahmad Umar and Zaahier Adams and Ziad Munchen. They played for Pirates, and they were like the only guys that could basically give us a go. But they were, so we beat them easily. And then Tabari used to buy us things. But that's not he's friends.
But no, why didn't you go on? But why didn't you go on? What happened? How come? You didn't go play for Transvaal, the Lions. What happened?
I don't know. It's because privilege is a big thing, bruh. Like, it's a huge thing. Like, the reason I think there was more talented non-white cricketers back then than now. That's just my observation. And in my observation, there was guys I can name.
Not your opinion. Is it not your opinion?
No, it's my observation. Because opinion lacks knowledge. Opinion needs to be scrapped from the dictionary. Because everybody's got the opinion. Oh, that's just my opinion. No, nigga. You need some sort of if you have knowledge about a certain subject, and then you make an observation. Opinion is the least known form of knowledge. It lacks empathy. You just want to be part of the conversation, then you say, that's my opinion. Play that song.
Joey, I wanted to ask you about Charles Langeveld there. You mentioned Charles Langeveld over there. Was he always as good as that bowling that Yorkers back then already?
Dude, Charles Langeveld is probably the best bowler I've seen. I've seen lots of great bowlers. But Charles Langeveld, my friend, he could at will swing out swingers, in swingers, bowl slower ball bounces, bowl faster ball bounces, Yorkers at will. Like, not by luck. He'll say, now I'm going to pitch this ball. The ball is going to start on leg stump and it's going to swing away. And when it pitch, it will straighten. Did you ever see a guy bowling an out swinger that straightened? Huh? You didn't. Charles Langeveld could tackle the ball.
Did he learn that in prison? He didn't learn. It seems all your friends come from prison. What's going on, Joe? What's happening?
You know Charles Langeveld, I played with him. I played against him in 2 tournaments. The one, I think, 2 or 3. The one in PAL, the one in PE, and then one in Namibia. When he played for Namibia, we went to go play against Namibia, and he was selected for a Namibian Namibian 11 because he wasn't Namibian. He was just a warder at the prison in Namibia. And Charles Langeveld was the warder there, and he played for he took that guy. One of the he's quiet. He could have been like, for me, in my personal opinion, not opinion, observation. In my personal observation, and it might be biased, but I think there's only one bowler in the world that I've seen that is better than Charles Langeveld, and it's Malcolm Marshall.
So you seem to like that West Indies team. You spoke about Joel Garner. You like that West Indies team. That seems to be your point of reference. I like your point of reference.
No, leave the point. Why do you have that Weinberg cap on, and what is that jersey?
So this basically is my entire cricket history, right here, right in front of you. You see, so this is Bluebells Cricket Club. So, like I said to you, my father always told me, you look like a cricketer. And you watch that West Indies team, every guy wore a jumper. If you don't wear a cricket jersey, and it must be a cable jersey, you're not a cricketer. So that's the reason for. So Bluebell Cricket Club is where I started with. Do you know they're on the Cape Flats with a guy called Paul Adams?
Yes, that's the guy. Sorry, I just wanted to brag. I also got a those jerseys.
You see, so I have a collection. So I have this jersey, this South African jersey, but I couldn't wear it because you see, it's haram. So where you?
Yeah,
You see, that's my perfect jersey there, but that's there, big there, haram. I don't want Hashim to phone me saying I lost a lot of money. You know what? So I put it away. We are hiding that one. Put that one away, right? But
you see this one. You see, there's South Africa. Yes, you see at the back. What does it say? Rasdien.
Joe, we don't want me now. My cricket career. We're gonna play that song for you again, right? So Bluebells on the Cape Flats, Paul Adams. We didn't call him Khocha, we just called him Paul. Because when he went to white people, then they called him Khocha. We just called him Paul. To us, it was normal. Right? That was us on a bakkie playing 15 men in his daddy's car playing cricket. Right? But from there, this is when I got his cap. You know that his cap. This is when we went to Wynberg Boys. You know, Wynberg Boys. You know, I didn't get Woolworths Water to change my accent, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have done that. Yeah. So we went to Wynberg Boys, Jacques Callis, leafy green fields. You know, that's where they told me, keep your elbow up, play straight, play in the V, all of those things. Right? You take 5 wickets, you get a 3. Where did we hear this? Take 5 wickets, get a 3. Is it over day or something? I don't know. But that's what we did. Score 100, you get a 3. Right?
Yeah, it is also like that, yeah.
Yeah, so you get a 3. And then this was the cap, the Wynberg first team cap. Prize position, guys. Prize position. Still today, in a glass cabinet. So that's Wynberg.
Can I ask about that cap? That cap, you need a letter from the principal to go buy it by the school shop, isn't it?
Yes, no, but you can't just buy it. No, once you have this, you belong to an elite club.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you have to get a letter from the principal.
So you go to the principal. You think you're either getting a letter for detention or you're getting a letter for your first in cap. You don't know which one's gonna go. But yeah.
Okay. But, and then they call you on.
They call you on. There's a photo. No, I wasn't that good. No braiding. Didn't get the braids. Just normal. Sorry.
But because my last Hakim, he's at case and he got braids. He got a braids and shit.
But he don't play cricket. He does the rowing. He does rowing. What is that, Joe? What is that? Who does rowing? What colored brother does rowing, Joe? Come on.
Yeah, the same brother that went to Wynberg. The same.
Joe, but Bluebells, growing up when I was a lighty, my dad played provincial board cricket. He played with Leeds. So I grew up at a place called Rosby, with Primrose Cricket Club. I watched Uncle Zaahier Adams, Faik Davids, you know, all these guys playing. And they played against other legends like Winnie Barnes, Sukri Conrad from Montrose, Amin Jha. These were legends. And we were just lighty there running around under the trees, you know. They were the Nando's now. That's where we ran. You know, that. Yeah, so, but that was...
I actually have some... You see all those people that you were speaking about, right? I think I had pictures of them. Yasin Beg, Bunny Barnes, Faik Davids, Uncle Said Hussein. Yes.
Hussein, legends, bro. So that was my education. You know, that was my education in cricket. I always call it an education. And then Wynberg was like the university. My father always said I had to send you to a school to learn the game. Apparently, you never knew nothing when you didn't take note when you were lighty. So
I was saying, Manak, in the comments over here, I just want to say hi to everybody. Just sorry to interrupt there, but continue, sir.
Oh, yeah, Hussein Manak, did he say that? Yeah, Hussein Manak's father. I showed you a picture. I've got a picture of Uncle Abu, Hussein Manak's father, walking off the field with Abdul Bamji and Uncle Tikfi Barnes and Hussein Ayub and him. And Hussein actually sent me the pictures of him and Jack and Vinnie Barnes and Uncle Said Majid and him. He actually's got those pictures. He must post it there on a Facebook, show the people there.
so that era of cricket was
You see that, guys.
So there we go. Yeah,
You
yeah,
see,
see,
Weinberg
back again.
boys. You see, Weinberg boys.
Why
What
boys
Weinberg
with their
boys now?
streams?
what's
They
going
were
on now?
Weinberg was in the news the last week saying that people there was lots of racism there and stuff. Right? Grastenberg, Weinberg, and what's that other stuff?
Weinberg girls, not Weinberg boys. Get it right, guys. Right. We are right. We are right. We are right. We are right.
Yeah,
We are right.
I'm just
Zaahier, we need to get back into your story before we hear for
Yeah.
another hour.
No. So my story was simple. So we were there with with Fake Davids, with these guys. I mean, I remember a great game at UWC. It was Primrose against Montrose in a Grand Challenge semi-final. Under lights, guys. Our guys playing under lights. And Shukri Conrad got 160. You know, for a kid growing up, who scores 160 in 1989? You know, that just doesn't happen. You know, 40 overs. Like, way before his time. You know, watching Vinnie Barnes running there, you know, cleaning up. I think his average on Crick Info, go look it up, it's like 11. You know, like with 65 5-wicket hauls. I mean, that's just, those are unheard of numbers. You know, so these guys could play. You know, and they were legends that we watched as a kid growing up. So when you came there, you always believed that that we could play this game. You know, this was our game. We could play. We didn't need somebody to give us Baker's biscuits and and Oris and say, there, here's the game and we can learn now and all of these things. You know what I'm saying? So that was my initiation with Bluebells Cricket Club, and also and into Weinberg Boys, and then I became a journalist, and I got to travel, see cricket around the world.
You're so lucky. It's very lucky. I wanna change the subject quickly, but I just on that point where you said that they want to give us Baker's mini cricket and you must have a high elbow and you must play in a V and you must play straight and all those things, right? So I always equate it to, if you have a certain accent, it doesn't make you stupid. Just because you speak English a certain way, or if you can't speak English, that doesn't make you stupid. So what happened in the past, and unfortunately still happens, is because you have a certain accent, and then people judge you. But look at this accent. This guy, he can't play cricket because all the guys that are playing cricket, he's like, stroke it through the covers, put it on the current top, and say, rah, rah, rah. Like that. Now, because you don't have that accent. Now imagine you have
But Joe, you've listened to me commentate?
Yes.
That means I can play cricket. If you heard me commentate, that shows that I can play cricket, isn't it?
Yes.
On your theory, that means I can play cricket.
I did commentate a couple of times on a Ram Slam with Shukri, actually.
Shukri, before we go any further, Shukri says you owe him money on poker. Is that true?
No, I don't owe him money. I paid him the money.
So a lot of money, apparently.
I lost lots of money.
You lost lots of money.
Yeah, no, I don't want to swear, but I lost lots of money.
When you talk about money, you're allowed to swear, Joey. It's okay. It's okay.
You know what? I'm going to tell you a quick story about my commentary experience. I'm not going to mention the other commentator's name, but there's a guy that plays, I think, Colin Ingram, and they played against JP Dumani. That was a Ram Slam. Colin Ingram, first innings, he gets, though JP is batting, and JP gets like a length ball, like a good length ball, and JP hits it on the up for 6 over cover. And the commentator biasly said, "Oh wow, that is a bad ball. It deserved to be put away." And I'm like, "No, bruh, that was like a great ball, and JP made room, and then he hit it over cover." The next innings, Colin Ingram gets a full toss, hits it over cover. What a great shot! I'm like, "Yo, guy." In the first inning, you were explaining to me that JP Dumani, and then that was a full toss. On air, and then after that it was like, "No, Joey, you don't know nothing about cricket." But then the thing about it was that biasness. So here's Colin Ingram getting a full toss.
So Black Lives Matter in cricket also. Is that what you say? Basically, is that what you say? Hashtag. I'm just asking.
It matters all over, not only in cricket. It matters all
I
over.
just wanted to check. I just wanted to check with you. That's all. So now we can move on.
Yeah, no.
You got it off your chest. Are you feeling better? Are you feeling better, Joe? I don't know. You're feeling better. Okay.
I feel better after this point.
Because you can't smoke another cigarette in the show. It's expensive.
I won't.
It is
I
expensive.
won't.
Okay.
This is the point. The point is the best cricket team of all time, actually the best team ever of any sport of all time was black guys from the West Indies, from the projects, from the
islands.
From the islands. They had nothing. They were the best team ever.
Joe, do you know what? So when you drive in Barbados and you go around the circle, do you know how cool it is? Like a roundabout, every circle is named after Sir Gary Sobers, Vivian Richards, Frank Worrell, Malcolm Marshall. Imagine we had to drive here and the circle was called Dale State. I think would that work for you? I don't know.
State Avenue.
You know?
Daryl Cullinan would definitely not work.
That's a dead end. Daryl Cullinan is a dead end. That's not the side. That's a dead end. You see water on the other side and then it goes the other way. You make a U-turn.
Anti-Chromia.
Joe, run through that West Indian. So that West Indies team of 1980, the 1980s and the 70s, most of our listeners wouldn't have known those guys. Explain to them how good they were in terms of taking modern day players and.
So I don't know what's happening with that guy's connection.
Yeah.
But if you have to take modern day players and compare it to the West Indies of the late 70s up until maybe 89, you need 2 or 3 players to replace one of those players. I stand by that.
So you're saying you're going to combine 2 players and bring them together and it equals to 1?
Yes. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. Malcolm Marshall would be the same as Jason Gillespie and Glenn McGrath put together. That would be Malcolm Marshall. Michael Holding would be Dennis Lilly and Jeff Thompson put together. That's what Viv Richards would be like Ricky Ponting and Damian Martin put together. So there's 2 guys together for that one player. I'm telling you now. I know it's controversial, but that's my observation.
I think that is your observation, guys. So, guys, I'm going to get into the comment section now because we are running out of time. So I'm going to start with some of the comments while we're waiting for Zaahier to obviously kick back in. This is one for you, Joey, and this is from Ravi Reddy. He wants to know, is there going to be a Material 3?
There's not even a Material 2. But you can buy Material 3 from the Bangladesh. So, the movie's not out yet, but it's coming.
Yeah. What was it like to actually be with Riyad Musa and be in a film with him exactly and being one of the stars in the show, in that movie?
So, for the people that don't know, Riyad is probably the most down-to-earth, pure, most heartwarming person you'll ever meet in your life. But he's also very perfection. He's like a perfectionist. So he's like, he wants to do, he's so successful, and I think Material was so successful, and I think Material 2 will be even more successful because of the perfection that Riyad brings to you as a person, because he makes you do better, and even in his stand-up. So in every facet of his life, he's got this OCD type thing, but it comes from such a good place. So yeah, he's got a drive basically, and he's got a talent obviously. So yeah, it's always nice to hang around with him. His son is actually learning Hafiz. Yeah,
that's incredible. So I think we got Zaahier back here again. Are you back, Z?
I don't know what's happening there.
Can I give you one of the fan questions? Are you ready? I don't think you can hear it.
Not ready. Give me another question.
I'm going to give you another question over here. So, obviously, Zaahier's brother actually commented and he had something to say. He said, how hot is the glow in that room that Joey needs a big hat, actually. That's more of a comment than a question.
That's a comment. Only a person with a name like that will ask a comment like that. Ihtisham.
That's Zai's brother.
Is that guy's brother?
That's Zai's brother.
That name they took out from the Kramat. Yes,
Did you suspend? I just want to know, did I get a record
no, bro.
from the show for a while? Yeah.
No, it's your
I don't
thing.
think so.
Ihtisham. That's your family. Ihtisham. Is it Ihtisham or Ihtisham or is that what the ha, a ha or a ha? Is it Ihtisham, Ihtisham, Ihtisham?
Zai, can you hear us? No? Yes?
You can't hear us.
Okay, I'm going to
Continue.
I'm going to continue with your questions over here. So we've got quite a bit coming in here. We've got one from... I already showed you Hussein Manak's one. They're coming in thick and fast, though.
Yeah, Hussein. Yes.
Cool. Joey, don't you want to give a guest lecture at UWC?
How much are you going to pay me? Cigarettes is cock expensive. I need cigarettes. If you pay me, I'll come give a lecture anytime. Anytime. I actually love giving lectures. But it has to be, people that's not woke. Because the woke people, they're the ones that's got opinions, not observations. They have opinions. My opinion is this, that, and the other. How is that opinion formed? So yeah, I would love to come give a guest lecture there at UWs. That would be amazing. I don't know what I'm going to speak about, but yeah, that would be lovely to be able to give a guest lecture at UWs.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll speak about
Yeah. I'm hoping that Zai's back because there's one question I really want to ask him from the comment section, but I think he's struggling with his connection over here. And
it's fine. Khalid, so must we stop now or can we continue?
Well, that's totally up to you. I thought that maybe you wanted a 30-minute cut-off time. We can go on this as long as you want.
Okay, I'll have another cigarette then. I don't have nowhere to go. It's locked down.
We will see if Zach can come back on. It's up to him again. But for now, I think I'll talk to you for now.
Yes.
So can you maybe tell me guys, you can need to get in the comment section. You can ask more questions if you want Joey to answer them. We are still trying to get Zaahier on the show, back on the show. But until I get more questions, I'm going to just sit here and ask Joey some questions. So you mentioned some of the players that you played with back in the day. When you were a kid growing up, though,
yes.
Obviously this is a fanatic channel, and obviously this is about the fanatics. So as a cricket fan, first and foremost, who did you see and who stood out to you?
Like internationally, as a kid, it was always Bob Richards. It was always West Indies. It was always Bob Richards. I really did not like Australia or England since that time. I love Sunil Gavaskar. He was a guy. Dilip Vensankar, he was another guy. The Pakistani guys of that time, Zaahier Adams, Javed Viandad, Imran Khan. Those were the guys that we actually followed. In terms of local cricket, we had I used to like a guy by the name of Jack Manak and Hussein Manak. Hussein played with another guy called Imran Munshi. He was I don't know where is he in the world right now. And then we have guys that was so talented like Ahmed Umar. They used to call him Koos. He scored 127 in a World Cup under 19 with Mark Boucher in him. He was great. I've never seen glove work like that, and he could bat. Hand-eye coordination was brilliant, and he was a nice guy. He didn't make it. We had a bowler from Colorado Park called Jody Williams, like 6'5" guy, bowled fast. He also just lost it in the cracks and stuff. So there was lots of. You know what is disheartening? It was. I know now that if we were more privileged back then, there would have been more non-white cricketers from our areas that would have represented South Africa, and people wouldn't have ask why is he a quota system. No, it was just because of the fact that there wasn't facilities, there wasn't opportunities, and even up until to this day, there's certain schools in South Africa where that still have that bias, and they don't even know that they have that bias. They'll see there's a guy from Westbury that whose father is maybe a carpenter and he doesn't have a job and he's on a scholarship at Case, and then there's another father who's in Bryanston who gives money to the school, and then that guy gets selected instead of the guy with more talent. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's still there. It's still there, and people want to turn a blind eye. And if you speak about it, and people will say you're racist or you this or you that. No, guy, the egg is there. Like you can't now come down and the potato. No, it's an egg.
So Zaahier, you back here again?
That? Well, yes, I heard that. Yeah, did you guys give me a red card? What happened? There was a referral. How did I get? What happened then? Like halfway through the show, I'm not longer allowed. What's the deal, boys? What's the deal? Tell me, what's going on?
We saw a little bit of too much ball tampering happening, so we need to critique you a little bit. Now, check.
Wait. You know when you play in the projects, you see you were speaking about a night game the other day.
Yes.
So sometimes the globes of the lights, they go out, and then they have to stop the game.
Joe, where I stay, if globes go missing, it's for a different reason, right? I'm just saying. Yeah. You know that reason. Yeah.
So Zaahier, I've got a question for you from the comments.
What did I miss? I feel like I've been away forever. What did I miss?
Oh, well, I just basically got Joey to inform me of some of the people that he's looked up to when he was younger, some of the people that he looked up to, and I asked some questions from the comment section. That's it.
I saw Zaahier Adams talking about the globe and a hat there. Who's that guy? Who's that guy talking there? Who is he?
Yeah, he has another thing that he said. He says you need to fast forward to the new millennium for Khalid because what you're talking about.
Okay. I'll talk about the new generation.
Let me ask you a question about from the comments from Ravi. He wants to know what is your favorite international ground that you were at in the time that you were as a journalist.
Besides Newlands now, is that now besides Newlands is like that? That's like a given. Like that's like hope, right? So I've been fortunate that I've been to every cricket playing country, every test playing country. So I've seen a few stadiums. I'm thinking Lords is special. Lords has got that feeling. That egg and bacon tie. That look that Joey's got going. That's Lords. But the Oval is special. The Oval, when you get off the train and you come up with the tube and you see it, that just gets a buzz going. The MCG, that's just insane. 100,000 people, going mad. That's special. But I do have a special place for Kensington Oval in Barbados. That is that's a Gary Sober's statue outside there. That is it gives you goosebumps when you think about what's happened there at that ground over the years. You know what I mean?
That's in Bridgetown, yeah?
That's in Bridgetown, Barbados. That place, that is actually Little Lords. They like more people wear suits and tie there than in England. It's 90 degrees and you're sweating, the humidity, but there'll be guys sitting in their tie and their suit. They're very proudly English in Barbados, and but Joey, there's an uncle there. I must tell you about this. There's an uncle there, right? And he might even have a daughter for you. I will tell you this uncle now. So this uncle, he was at. You remember the first test that South Africa played after isolation in 1991, against West Indies.
I know that test. Andrew Hudson.
Andrew Hudson, 1992, yes, against the West Indies. Do you remember there was nobody in the stand because there was nobody in the stand because Anderson Cummins, a Barbados bowler, he was left out of the team for the game. And it's South Africa's first test back into cricket, and Barbados just banned. They just say, no, we're not going. So nobody came to the game. They did protest way better back then than we can do now. So nobody came to the game. But this uncle, he lives there, down the road from the stadium. His claim to fame is that he's been at every test since 1956 at Kensington Oval. So he said he doesn't care about this ban. He's going. So he was at the game, and so we actually as one of Hashim's uncles there again. So when you went to Barbados, there's no allow food, and this uncle he says you must come for supper, but you can't come tonight. You must come in 3 days' time. We said, why? No, you must first go catch the goats and Korban, and then we can eat. Because that's the only way we get our halal chicken and meat, right? But the moral of the story, Joe, is he's got a dentist daughter there that loves Barbados. Ask Wayne now, his best friend. Joe, Barbados Tridents. That's a tip. So, yeah, Joe. So this is even a matchmaking. This show is a matchmaking. We're gonna put together Barbados, Joburg, together. Yeah. So
now everybody that's watching know I'm single. So put it out there.
Yes, there we go. We go.
Another one from Zaahier. We got another one in here for you from Toya Smith. He wants to know, Zaahier, what was your best batting innings? For Bluebells and for Wynberg.
No, that's actually a combined story. We're going to combine that. So, like Joey said, we played our cricket. So, I played in the last SAPSA. Joe, explain to me what SAPSA is there. What was SAPSA and SACOS, if you call it there? Please.
Yeah.
Please.
So, it was before when it was still apartheid, we had two sports bodies, or like three sports bodies. And then one was for white people only, and then one was for colored people only, one was for Indian people only, one was for black people only. And then, but the Indian people and the colored people played under one banner, and the black guys also SACOS, South African Congress of Sports. And Wade van Niekerk's mother was a secretary.
Yeah, she was a SACOS printer. Yeah. So what happened was I was the province under 13 SACOS captain, the last one. And Wamba boys have these trials, right? So I didn't go to these trials and I went to play province. When I came back to Wamba, they didn't know who this bra was. They didn't care. Who did he play province for? They in the bush. He played for the bushes. That didn't count. So he comes to Wamba and he goes to the notice board. He looks on the notice board and there's a board that says Zaahier Adams 14 Ds. And he's like, he played Captain Province last year, playing 14D at Wynberg. What's happening? And that game is on Monday. So he checks, okay, Saturday's free. Where is he going to go play on Saturday? Go back to Bluebells and under 14. And who does he play against? Wynberg boys under 14As. That's the game. So he goes up. He's 3 days at Wynberg. He goes to the field. And it's there by our field, it's by the graveyard, right? We call it Doring Laagte, because the real graveyard is Doring Hoogte, so we call it Doring Laagte. So we go there, and I toss, and the teacher, the coach of the 14As is my class teacher, and he goes, Mr. Piet van Schalk, he says, do I know you? I'm like, dude, I'm in your class. What are you talking about? And to cut a long story short, I actually get 50 against Wynberg, 14As that day for Bluebells. And he says to me, why are you playing here? What is the reason for you playing here? I said, because you picked me in the 14D team to play on Monday. He said, leave that. Come to 14A practice. And that's how my story goes. So that has a special innings there. That was my special innings. Wynberg Bluebells combined. Otherwise, I would have been probably lost in the system there like so many others.
Wait, so that story alone, can you see, Khalid, what I mean by this
privilege?
I don't want to use the word, but it's fucking racism.
Just because your lighty is leaving case this year, we still have lighties at Wynberg. So slowly, just one step at a time.
Let's move that on.
One step.
That's true. There's so much stories like that. There's so much stories like it. There was this lighty called Zian Meyer. He could have been playing for South Africa right now. I promise you. He played in the same. He was like in the same. No. He's like with Mo Manak. He's Hussein Manak know him. This lighty was Yeah, he was taller than me when he was in grade 5, guy. And I'm like, dude, you must just bowl fast. Don't worry, just bowl fast. Bowl fast, bowl fast, bowl fast. And then they're like, no, he's too wicked, he's too like this, he's too like that, he's too like that. In any case, if his name was David Terbrugge, it would have been a different story. Yes, so next week we can continue with these things. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah. I just want to ask you one more question, Joey, from the fans. That's from Fazlin. She wants to know, would you sell that takis behind you for a pack of cigarettes?
Never.
Joe, we're gonna do a whole show on your Kobe Bryant's, your LeBron James. We're doing a whole show on your techies behind you, right? That we're doing a whole show. That like I know that like that's your insurance life policies there behind you. We know that.
Yes, never. Those techies is like very hard to find. It's like can't get. It's like there's 2 things that I really love. 3 things that I really love. I'm not a materialistic guy, but sneakers, olden day cars, and watches, timepieces. That's the 3 things that I spoil myself on. If I have to spoil myself on with something, I'll spoil me with the olden days car or a pair of sneakers or a timepiece.
I think that needs that's a whole show. That shoes.
That's a show on its own, yeah.
That's a show on its own. That shoes, definitely.
Yeah. So, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. It was an amazing first episode. I want you guys to just stay tuned. Watch for our adverts, obviously, on all social media platforms. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. Get more comments in next week. And we'll be back with another episode of Square-Leg Gully. Thanks a lot, guys.
Sharp.